All of these coconut palm trees. I'm in my zone when you call me. Wrist on my neck, it was icy. I'm liking everything I see.
Now you holding my hand, kiss on the cheek. Things you won't get in the state. Damn, you in shape. I like how your jeans be hugging and fitting your waist.
Girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. You lucky we even here. I mean, options is low. You better get what you can get. You're lucky. Cause I just want y'all to think. Y'all be wanting dudes that's single, no kids, not entertaining no other female. But you got 2 baby fathers. And we supposed to pick up their responsibility and we have no kids. I just need y'all to process that, like, we don't have to be here. Message.
Without even realizing it, he gave the game away. You notice how many times he said lucky? That's what it is. They want you to feel lucky. They want you to feel lucky that somebody like them would want you and you have kids. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you have a high body count. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you're plus size. They always want you to feel lucky. Why do they want you to feel lucky? Because again, he gave the game away. You want us to be faithful? They want you to feel lucky to be with them so they could dog you out. They really want you to settle for them, but they're trying to convince you that they're settling for you. Just because she has kids doesn't mean she doesn't have standards. They always jump on the internet and try to make it seem like their preferences are every man's preferences. Not every man wants a single mother, that's true, but not every single mother wants every man either.
Man, with that lipstick alone, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't even fill up your lips completely, you will be lucky to even get a guy to bump into you by accident, because you are definitely invisible in the dating market. You are one of the women that men don't pay attention to. Like, you are completely invisible, just like the guy behind the counter at 7-Eleven is invisible to you, or that works at the liquor store, the 99-cent store, whatever. And for her to be this upset about what a man says is absolutely crazy, because this is a truth that women have not been able to, deal with head on. They've been able to avoid it, evade it at all costs, because they get reinforcements by the sisterhood. If Lizzo says something, hey, you go, queen, you can have as many baby daddies and as many babies from different men that you want. You can still have your standards. But she takes it to heart. So that's why she even said anything into this video, or even gave this video any type of validity, even though it's full of validity, because this is how men actually view the dating market. Her feelings and how it made her feel was contrary to what Beyonce told her. If Beyonce didn't say it on Beyonce's internet, then it can't be true. You know, what about her standards? It doesn't matter, because your standards are different from men's. And you can have the highest standards. You can require all this from a man. You can ask for a high value man, top tier guy, top 5%er. It still doesn't matter, because if you have somebody else's kid, you're not attractive, you're not youthful, you're not beautiful, cooperative, inspirational, fit, and friendly, and definitely submissive, you're not even going to get in the door. And all those things that I just named, it sounds like a lot of stuff, but it's all in your character. You don't even have to offer us money, and dudes don't even want to deal with you. You don't even have to offer us anything financial. All you have to do is just be those components, and men will automatically take care of you if you're attractive enough. But of course, she had an issue with this. This hits home because this goes against her programming, and this also goes against her hope of actually getting in a relationship, because there's no guy going to talk to you unless the guy is super low value. You're gonna have to come down in tier, or you're gonna have to buy a dog and die alone. And even that guy is gonna want to just, get up out of there. He's gonna be like, man, what the hell am I doing with her? Dudes will probably slide. They'll sell you a dream. But that's about it. Like, you women, you just punching out of your league. Like, this is not your weight class. You get what I'm saying? The type of guys that you want are Mike Tyson level. You know what I'm saying? And where you are is like Brooklyn Brawler level. It's crazy.
The last people on this planet who need to be giving women dating advice is men.
And why is that?
I hate to break it to you guys, but when it comes to dating, women are the ones who have power and control.
Interesting. And what is that theory based off of?
I'm the one who has so many matches that I can't even go through them. Not you.
Of course. Yet I feel this is leading up to something.
I'm the one who gets asked out so many times per week that I literally just don't reply back to people. Not you.
But yet, I feel that there's something that one is definitely not taking into consideration here.
Well, one thing I know about men is they think their opinion really, really matters. even when it doesn't. And boy, do men like to give opinions in areas where they're not even experts.
Ah, yes, of course. But do remember, at the end of the day, it's usually men that control marriage, because men marry who they want, while women marry who they can.
First of all, shout out to Lady J for this response. She's already spot on. This makes total sense. She's right. Men are the ones who choose who gets in relationships, and women are the ones who choose who gets sex. So those guys that are actually in your DMs and the ones that message you and DM you like you try to go ahead and flex, it doesn't matter, because most of those guys you don't want anyway. Now, if you had a whole bunch of options of guys that were high value, you'd be locked down and you wouldn't be doing all of this bait and switch. And the reason why I say it's bait and switch, don't you guys like, am I like going off on a limb? Am I crazy or not? But does this sound like reverse psychology? Like she's just trying to get our attention so she can get more simps, more orbitals, more baiters, somebody to talk to because she's losing validation? Is it just me, or do you guys sense that as well? I sense that because I'm listening to how she's talking. She doesn't sound too crazy. She's not yelling. There's not really much emotion. She's talking with enough, I guess, justification to what her points are, but they're pointless. But she sounds like she knows what she's talking about confidently. Doesn't it sound like it's reverse psychology? Like she's trying to get men to like start talking to her, engaged in her post or something, or, for some type of monetary gain. It just sounds that way to me. Just the way she's talking, she just knows to say all of the right things that are going to say, okay, no, that's incorrect. No, that's incorrect. And then like make somebody just go and try to correct her or say, well, I would get with you, some simp, some beta male. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like she's trying to low-key use reverse psychology to slowly start siphoning in attention. And women do this, and they don't even know. This is subconscious in women's minds, because they will do anything to survive, and their body and their nature will actually do this in a system for them without them even knowing. So in a way, she's on autopilot doing this. Maybe she does feel this way, but just her mannerisms, how she said it, it seems like she just wants to convince other people to give her attention, and those other people being men. So stop reaching. Dudes aren't dealing with you, and the type of guys that you don't want, that you're bragging about now and flexing about being in your Instagram or being in your DMs, you ain't gonna like those guys anyway. And if you let those dudes smash, you lose value because they're low value guys anyway.
The comments lately on why he asked me what I do for work is just blowing me, because that just literally goes to show me that this generation is going out bad. Do y'all know that back in the day, guys used to actually approach women because they were confident enough to do so?
Not only that, there was no runaround, there was no games, there was hardly any dating, maybe small courting before they decided if they wanted to be together and like make a family and eventually get married. And the women were actually worth approaching. That's the big thing that you left out.
Nowadays, men don't want to approach women because women are stuck up. Just like you guys are being in the comments. You guys make a man feel weird for asking a question like that. What is wrong with the man asking you, basically, if you're stable and if you're a well-around person that he would want to even entertain? I think those are the questions that men need to ask nowadays. Because you guys definitely go for girls that have nothing going for themselves but are waiting for a handout from you. So please stop coming for me in the comments.
Well, not only that, like, I don't think men are like asking women questions about a lot of these things because they're already dealing with the type of girls that you don't even know nothing about, because most of the women that guys are talking to now and that are actually approaching, they don't even live in this country. They live somewhere overseas, abroad. So guys are dealing with women over there. The women over here, they're virtually, like I said before, and I'll keep saying it, is they're virtually invisible. A lot of you women are invisible because, like you said, they're stuck up. Women are not the same anymore. And women have an issue with everything a man has to, say, anything a man does. If they don't like, it's not to their liking. Dudes are sassy, all this garbage. So men have made those type of women invisible. Sort of like how women have made men invisible. Okay, they don't smell good. They're too short. They don't make enough money. They're not financially attractive. They're awkward. They don't know how to talk to women. They don't give me the vibe. The same way women find those type of guys invisible. But it's happening to a lot of women who feel like, hey, I've always had options. How the hell can I ever be invisible? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they would be thinking in their mindset. Like, me invisible? Nah. But to the guys that you actually want, You repel those guys, and you can't even get those guys because you're not even in that class. You're not even in the same league with that guy. Women always batting outside the box, and that's typically their issue. But yeah, those days are over. Guys, those should be the questions that guys are asking women. Guys aren't asking women much nowadays. Guys really aren't, and that's a lot of the damn complaints that's going on in today's society when it comes into the dating market. But this is what happens. This is what happens when, you know, feminism starts ruling the planet. Gynocentric ideas take over. So then men start to adapt, figure out what the hell is going on, see the pattern, and stop going decades and decades of completely getting trampled, you know, in media, on television, in person. And guys start getting the backbone and they're like, I'm done. And they finally get their passports and they go overseas. So a lot of what you say, you actually said on your video, that stuff is over. Those days are over. They're over. Guys are gone.
Ladies, take notes. If your man goes to Colombia, Dominican Republic, or Brazil, it is a wrap. Pack your bags, move out, move along. It's over. He's gonna come back in love with a baby mama.
It's actually kind of interesting that he said that, because I was thinking about that. I was thinking like, yo, all the guys who are about to start going out there for the first time, once they get a whiff of another country and they start seeing how women move out there, how feminine they are, how easier they are to talk to, guys that, you know, I'm saying, of course, guys who are socially calibrated, understand what it takes to, you know, talk to women, not be socially awkward. Guys who actually understand chicks and know that this is a party girl and this is a girl that actually could give you wifey potential. Or if you want to go ahead and test drive one of these chicks, meaning if you plan to stay out there 6 months, a year, whatever, date this girl. Start vetting her and then deal with other chicks if you want to. But a lot of dudes are going to try to, let's just say you get off the plane, you hit it off, you've been talking to a girl on Tinder, you meet her, because I know a guy who did this, and you meet her, let's just say in Brazil, and you hang out with her the whole time you're there, and you really feeling this particular girl. Some guys might be like very tempted to bring them back and have them live with them because their job is in the United States. Because I know a guy who knows a guy that actually did this. He was talking on Tinder with a woman that was in Brazil, this attractive woman. He went out there to go meet her and they just clicked, and he'd been dealing with her the whole time, and he actually got her to move from Brazil. I think she was from Sao Paulo, yeah, and she flew out, and I think she ended up in Mexico. That was like the closest she could get, and then she had to get some type of visa or something to get across the border, and he would go out there. He would drive from LA all the way to Mexico, or fly into Mexico just to see her, hang out with her at the hotel she was living at or whatever. And he was paying for a lot of stuff while she was over there. And then he finally got her into this country, and she's been living with him for like a year and a half now. Some dudes are going to be so tempted, but the point I say this to say, a lot of guys' perspectives, a lot of guys' minds, and how they perceive dating is going to be completely changed, especially if they come back and they, you know, they seen what they seen. Let's just say they didn't really like get serious, no chick, or they had some girls' WhatsApps and they had a great time and they were talking to certain girls, and maybe one of those girls had his eye, and they left. They're never gonna look like dating the same. They're gonna be like, what the hell? This has been like hidden from me like this whole time, because you're gonna see a side of women that you typically don't see. And I'm not saying that a lot of women are not like women in the United States overseas. They may have the same type of tendencies. They may try to finesse you and all that. But the difference is you're gonna meet more women who are more attractive, who are not completely poisoned with this feminist garbage. You're just going to get a better deal overseas. And those women are raised differently. So yeah, man, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you guys like the video, sub to the channel with post notifications on, and comment for the algorithm, because I'm pretty much posting a video every single day. You already know what it is. Your boy Bountyville. Mastodon's down, Bounty Villains up. Let's get it. Let's go. We on the road to 40K. We almost there. Let's keep on pushing that. We back monetized. Now I'm gonna get back up to cooking this content that you guys love. I'm gonna see you guys all in the next video. I love you all. Get your passport, guys, because it's time, man. 2024. It's our year. You already know what it is. Peace.